Hi there, my name is Jenny Bryan and I'm the coach of ASU's Regents Cup team. In this short video, I will give you an overview and an explanation of Oxford-style debate competition. But before I do, I want to start by thanking you sincerely for your time and energy and for supporting Arizona's public universities and their wonderful students. Regents Cup is a special competition and we are grateful for your participation. All right, let's learn about debate. Oxford-style debate features a provocative statement, what the debate world calls a resolution. One team will support the resolution, the affirmative team, and the other team will oppose it, the negative team. Their arguments, importantly, ought to be aimed at a general audience. The debate has 3 rounds: the opening statement, the cross-examination, and the closing statement. I'll walk you through each part. In the opening statement, the affirmative team will go first, and it is their job to support the resolution. The negative team argues against the resolution. Usually, the resolution is a provocative statement that proposes a significant change. For example, one of the previous debate resolutions was, U.S. Supreme Court justice appointments should have term limits. In that case, the affirmative team argued for this change, to impose new term limits, and the negative team argued against this change and in favor of the status quo, which is lifetime appointments. Opening statements should contain a brief explanation of the topic, a clear argumentative thesis, and the team should clearly defend their thesis with evidence. Teams are able to research and prepare their opening statements in advance, so you will be asked to evaluate not only the logic and strength of their argument, but also their public speaking skills. Each team will have 7 minutes to make their opening statements. Second, in the cross-examination, the moderator of the debate will ask questions to both the affirmative and the negative team. These questions are based on their opening statements. After the moderator's opening questions, the teams are then expected and able to engage with one another. They will ask each other questions and respond. Judges may also ask questions during the cross-examination. The speakers should answer those questions clearly and convincingly and provide support for the claims they make. They should demonstrate an understanding of the other team's arguments and refer to claims raised in the opening statements. This is the place where we want them to take civil discourse seriously. They should engage respectfully, answer the question that was asked, and not get off topic or pivot to other subjects. Again, in the cross-examination, they should support their claims with research and engage respectfully with the other team, the judges, and the moderator. The cross-examination will last approximately 25 minutes. And then we have the closing statements. Each team makes closing statements based on the comments made during the debate. Whereas opening statements are researched and finessed, closing statements instead are seldom prepared and are more impromptu. It is a remarkable test of their research, critical thinking, and listening skills. What you'll want to look for as judges. In the closing statements, we don't want them to introduce new arguments or evidence, but rather the speakers should reiterate their argument and clarify any statements that weren't clear in previous rounds. Sometimes in a heated cross-examination, some claims get confusing, and the closing statement is their opportunity to clarify and defend their arguments. It should be obvious that the speakers have listened carefully to their opponent's case, addressed their arguments, and further rebut any claims that have not been fully refuted. The closing statements are each 5 minutes long. And then it's your turn to do the hard work of choosing a winner. The score sheet breaks down the components of the debate so that you may carefully evaluate the team's performances and consider which argument you thought most effective. As you consider your vote, you might reflect on what you thought at the beginning of the debate compared to what you think at the end of the debate. While you may personally disagree with a particular side, we ask you to focus on the strengths of the arguments and the presentations. Now that we've walked through the different components of the Oxford-style debate, I'll leave you with some tips. Please remember that the teams do not get to choose which side they are on. They are assigned a position and must defend that particular position, regardless of their own personal beliefs. These are deliberately provocative resolutions, and as humans and as judges, we may have very strong personal opinions about the topics. But please do your best to remain neutral and curious. We are not asking whether you agree with one side or the other, but your job is to evaluate who made the best argument. For example, if you are against the affirmative side, you can still vote for them if you feel they made the stronger argument. Oxford-style debate teams are teams of two, so you should pay attention to their teamwork and how well they support one another. Both individually and as a team, are they communicating clearly and directly? And are they demonstrating engaging public speaking skills? Finally, in this competition, we ask students to craft carefully researched and logically sound arguments and to defend those arguments in a respectful exchange. It is a lot of work, both in preparation and during the competition, and it is a really difficult task to choose a winner. I find it helpful to take notes on a piece of scrap paper during the debate and then enter my scores at the end. The notes will also be helpful because the students will likely ask you for feedback after the round, because they are quite eager to learn and to improve. Thank you in advance for your thoughtful engagement with and evaluation of their work. We are grateful for your support, and we look forward to seeing you at the competition.